Ooh. Oh, the Thomas the Train sidecar's coming. All a annual favorite. Yeah, I've every year for the past 5 or 6 years. See, he's got a little one now. Yep, people just cutting loose and kicking back. Nope. Their bike's done. Thought he's gonna come for another hot lap. All right. More soon. Beautiful clouds, aren't they? That's the Heritage Car Building there across the way. Oh! And that's the racetrack timing tower. Yeah, they actually do like slalom driving where they put cones on it and you zigzag at speed for timed laps here. Pretty cool. All right, more soon. '50s Indian running great.
There you are.
Always a good time here at the Vintage Motorcycle Show. Friday night, kicking back. More soon. Fully restored with the engine, fresh engine, like 5 miles on it, with all Honda parts, no Chinese parts. So really impressive. Beautiful, beautiful paint, and a couple other little putts. These are friends of ours. A bunch of bicycles for sale. And then here's a condensed version of our booth for the Gillmore show. Usual stuff. Seats galore. We definitely have seats. This is a newer edition. This thing runs great. So yeah, more soon. So also, I picked up this Fluke, or Fluky, I don't know how you say it, continuity tester. And I tested it. It works. So yeah, doing all right. More soon. Guys just bought a bike and they're taking it away. I heard Freckles say, someone ought to be recording this. So, you know me. Have no fear, the Dougster's here. Welcome to another episode of Dougster Wolverine Garage. We're here at the Gillmore Bike Museum, or Gillmore Car Museum, for the Motorcycle Show 2024. And there's some of the buildings, and yeah, we already went picking, helped get the booth somewhat set up, and already went picking. So look what I got. Oh, this is Friday, by the way, Friday night. So I got a Eagle's the brand, Snow Go snowmobile gas can with a good-looking young kid in a parka. Bottom of the can's kind of scuzzy, where it sat somewhere and collected moisture and rusted, but it's really skookum and kind of sad that it won't hold liquid, but that's okay. It'll still present well. And then run with the Rabbit, and the Rabbit is Le Mans. Never heard of Le Mans, but yeah. So run with the rabbit. And then I got a blue, amazing blue, go Michigan, Eagle gas can. And then same guy who had this knew I wanted this, and he actually goes, I brought this for you. And Archer linseed oil, and I think this is the same as Archer Oil Company, because the Archer I've seen has a Native American Archer on it. And then 18 volt DeWalt snake light, an actual crescent wrench, and then these are power pistons for a porta power. And so yeah, so I'm gonna run around and show you the booth, and yeah, more soon here at the Gillmore Museum. And it is a rainy day here at the motorcycle show, but in another hour the rain should be out. Done. Let's hope. Tomorrow's the big show, so we're here staying dry. More soon. Vincent Black Shadow. What a bike. What a bike. This is the first real super bike. These things were screaming fast in the day. Beautifully engineered. These and Bruff Superiors reigned supreme. More soon. All right. It's show day. Sunday here at the Gillmore. I promised you guys that I'd take you through the whole museum today. And that's what we're going to do. And a bike show. So I'm just parked my truck. And we're going to go into all the museum buildings and walk amongst the show. And go picking. Yeah. So, let's go. Shall we? Gillmore Heritage Center. Here we go. Griswold family truckster. Oh yeah. She's a beaut, Clark. Gift shop. Beautiful Packard. Don't you just love wood, people? Duxter approved. Isn't that wagon just awesome? Real wood. How do you say no? Ooh, look at the Pontiac. Oh yes. Duxter approved. Oh yes. Ford rocket thruster taillights. What a beaut. You're fine, folks. What a beaut. Well, the Duxter had an 83 Oldswagen pretty close to this. Mine was blue and dark wood grain, 305 Olds power, and I really miss that car. It was great. Mine didn't have the mother-in-law seat though. Mine just had a storage area, a bin door that flipped up in a storage area. I actually miss that car. And then, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But it's on Olds. It's a Buick with the Vista top. Oh, of course, it's a sport wagon. Yes, That's a Butte. This Buick's nice also. And look at her. Just Marvy. Look at the roof rack on her. Ah, it's a Chrysler. Oh, yes. What a machine. I'd take this hands down over everything else. More soon. Oh yes, Roadmaster wagon. I would so drive this. Very comfortable car, wonderful riding. And then the Buicks also had the Dynaride airbag suspension. These things floated on clouds. But this is more Dougster speed. Way more Dougster speed. Michigan 23, I've got Michigan 23 plates in the old collection. And now, oh yes, beautiful Mercedes. Stately car, yes. 1938 540K Mercedes. And there's another one. You were important if you were being driven in that thing, for sure. Back when cars were beautiful, elegant, said something about you. Oh, Duesenberg. Who doesn't love a Duesenberg? 325 horsepower out of the straight 8. Dual overhead cam, Hemi-headed, 4 valves per cylinder. Jay Leno claims that these can be driven daily. They're that good. Keep up with modern traffic, no problem. Beautiful car. 1938 Deluge. Isn't that just elegant? I love the trunk lid. If you cannot tell, the Dougster's in his natural habitat. Ooh, Mercedes. What a peach. Oh, gorgeous, yes. How do you say no?
We still got it. I might be able to use it.
And a Rolls. How do you say no to a Rolls? Oh, Corvette. More to come. Ooh, the Tucker. That's a teaser. Still haven't finished this room, guys. Ooh, isn't the red and black just, oh, so good. Oh, and there's orange in it too. Nope, gold. Man, is this thing good. What a ride. Man. That's what's nice about the Gillmore is something changes. There's always something new to see. Golf club door. Man. This is a Marsman 1931. 1930 Cadillac. Oh, look. Oh, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, it's a 12-cylinder V12 Caddy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And I think we're good on the headlight department. Isn't that good? I love the drop skirts. Cover up the rear wheel. Good look. 1929 Rolls. Once again, beautiful car. And all right, we're going to go over where the Corvette is. See you in a minute. This is Tucker Model 47. This is one of the Tuckers put together after the demise of Tucker and then sold. And it runs, it drives, it stopped. I have seen this car driven. It is a wonderful automobile, way ahead of its time, and I think that Preston Tucker got the short end of the stick. And I just think because they didn't like the guy, but he was definitely innovative. He was out of K-Pac, Michigan, and center headlight turns as you turn your wheels, pop out windshield, safety. There's a lot, no seatbelts, but you have a crash place for the passenger to jump into in case of an accident. Everything was about safety and simplicity. Wonderful cars, intriguing cars. Beautiful Impala with the Continental kit. Just absolutely beautiful. 1958. 1950 Ford. A Packard. Good looking car, isn't it? Hawk Sport. Isn't it good? Chrysler Turbine Core. We'll talk all about that in a minute. Nash Metropolitan. Weirdo Yankovic owns one of these, and his is just absolutely as beautiful as this one. (1954) Studebaker. I do have a soft spot in my heart for Studebakers. Beautiful car. This is a 51 Studebaker. Now, I'd rather see this one with the Starlight Coupe back end. But still, beautiful car. And an F1 pickup in blue, looking good. Corvette. Z06 has a split window. An Edsel. Got a Mustang. And a Riv. We'll talk about that in a minute. This is an Edsel Pacer, and what a gorgeous car. There's a guy, Dean, on Cold War Motors. He has a Ranger, black and red, and his is just absolutely picturesque. And it's a Teletouch car, and it has the rotating speedo, which are both huge problems with these cars. But Dean's works excellent thanks to his friends. But the two-tones of Edsels are just so good. I love the blue. I really like it. I wouldn't own one, but I like it. So, 63 Riviera in this color. My friend James, when he was 18, when he turned 18, his dad gave him his 63 Buick. Pretty close to this. He street rotted his though, unfortunately. But yes, this car has a speed minder on the speedo. You take it and you turn it to wherever you want to be, and if you exceed that speed limit, a buzzer goes off. And my friend James's car had a brass placard that said "built especially for" and a lady's name. The guy bought it from the original owner. James was the third owner after getting it from his dad. But yes, I do have a soft spot in my heart for a Riv. They're beautiful cars, and they ride great too. Look at the receding door in this 54 Kaiser. It goes up into the fender, and it's just picturesque. And it's more of a sea foam. The camera's washing it out. It looks white on camera. This is like a sea foam green. Still beautiful car. 56 Mercury. Love two tones. Ooh, Chrysler Turbine car. We'll talk about that in a minute. I know, I'm teasing you. Ooh, 1955 Imperial. This is Dougster approved. See the little scoop? Air conditioning. Air conditioner was in the back, behind the back seat. Oh, on wires. Oh yes, this is a car. I would bring this home with me today. Beautiful, beautiful car. Oh, first generation Corvette. What a beautiful car, yes? 1953 C1. 1950 Chevrolet. And then this is a 57 Nash with the fold down businessman style seat, so you could on a road trip take a nap and save on a hotel. Just an absolute beautiful car. Two tones need to come back. Love the two tones. And then this is the steak. This is a 1963 Chrysler turbine car. It was an experimental program. Chrysler had figured out how to make a high temp aluminum alloy that could withstand turbine temperatures without having to make turbine engines out of cobalt, because cobalt could take the heat and it's really scarce to find. So Chrysler pioneered this in the 50s. They drove a car in the 50s cross country, ran it on Chanel number 5, amongst other things, and this was their full strength test. The body work on these cars are all hand done by an Italian company named Ghia. So everything you see here has been knocked with hammers, done by hand, no machines, and which is impressive. And then it's a 4-bucket, it's a 2+2. Look at the beautiful console in it. Yes, I adore these cars. They were actually a test pilot, and they were put in the hands of the American public for a month. And you got to drive this as a daily driver for a month. And if you had any issues, there was a bunch of Chrysler people around to help you in case it didn't start or anything like that. And just a spectacular car. What a feat of engineering. And because the bodies were made in Italy, and they were test cars, they ended up having to destroy them or pay huge taxes on them, which would have been horrendously expensive, been cheaper to get rid of them. So this is just a few of a handful, like 5 that are left of these cars. Jay Leno owns one, and his runs and drives. And the turbine. And the most amazing thing is Chrysler, this wasn't the end of turbine program for Chrysler. They actually ended up continuing the turbine program all the way through until the early 80s. When Chrysler restructured, they finally killed it. But they were still trying to perfect the turbine engine for their build. But yes, that's my beloved Chrysler turbine car. Oh, the color, turbine bronze. And all right, more soon. Yanko Camaro, very special cars, Copo cars, central office production order, and special cars, special options to special dealers. Mustang, Chevelle, a Camaro, very Eleanor-esque 1973 Mustang. Yes, Eleanor. Who doesn't love the original Gone in 60 Seconds? Love the cat. Who doesn't love a Hurst Olds? I know I do. First generation GTO. All right. AMX. Loving it. Of course, a Challenger. The Ford is great. Oh, sorry, it's a Merc. Oh yes, 1970 Buick. Mustang Eliminator. Cougar Eliminator, sorry. Oh yeah. Now I really dig the Catalina. I have a soft spot in my heart for Pontiacs. Convertible GTO. Oh yeah, 69.5 Super V. Ooh, a Studebaker. A wing car. And an E-body. Oh yeah. So that's our little muscle car area. More soon. Cutaway Corvair engine. I just love how I love cutaways. I absolutely adore cutaways. They're just so damn interesting. More engines. 65 Mustang 6 cutaway engine. 240. 240 cubic inch 6. 28 Franklin air cool engine. 31 Franklin air cool. Franklin flat engine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12 cylinder. That's awesome. Oh, aviation engine. Oh yes. I love the big sad headlights. Love them. Air cool Franklin. Wooden frame rail cars. 1910 Franklin. Oh, I love the hood. I love the color and the brass. Love brass era cars. Even the hubcaps are brass. What a car. 1925 Franklin. Oh, by the way, we're in the Franklin building. 1928 Franklin.
Right. That's why you'll notice that some of them got little.
1909 Franklin. Look at the fan on her. Isn't that neat? Dual spares. It's kind of a lavender and gray with burgundy pinstriping. Man, that thing's good. 1932 Franklin. 1931 Franklin. Air cooled. What a neat car. And that is a 1931 Franklin. In the dark blue and the light green, you wouldn't think those would go together, but doesn't it look nice on that car? And 1905 Franklin. Oh yes. It's got the white tires on it. I love the white tires. There's the big fan. Imagine that turning while it's running, coming up to you. Brass hubcaps, the headlights, all the brass, and the Londo bar. Awesome. 1916 Franklin. This one's just beautiful in black. And here is a Franklin driveline, no body. And yes, those are sandwiched like ash beams. So really a wooden frame car. Beautiful. And then accessory horn. 1919 Franklin. Ooh, here's an unrestored beauty. 1922 Franklin. Only original once, right guys? I like it. I like it a lot. And then 1925 Franklin. Just elegant cars. All right, so that's the Franklin portion of the tour, and now we're going to go into the Lincoln building. And here to greet us is a 1925 or 1926 Lincoln chassis. Isn't that just Marvy, guys? Just beautiful. That's a nice car. 1931 Lincoln K. I adore the blue. Adore it. It's so good. Oh yeah, good looker. Just a big old tuna boat. Lincoln Mark. This car's kind of a cream, an orangey cream, if that makes sense. Here's a 41 Continental that has a 12-cylinder in it, I'm sure. Beautiful car. Lincoln Cosmopolitan. I'm going to take you to my favorite car here in the Lincoln section. Well, there's two of them. This is one. Continental Mark II. All beautiful bodywork, all leaded seams. If you open the door, and in here, you will not see any weld marks or anything. It's all done in lead. All this here, all leaded. Hand lead work. I'm sure that it took just hours upon hours of just lead work to get these cars done upright. This one is a 56, I believe. 55. The other one's a 56. They're just such an elegant car. William Clay Ford owned one, and his was Honolulu Blue because he owned the Lions. And so his is Honolulu Blue, and then it has Honolulu Blue and silver interior. Gorgeous, gorgeous car. And here's the 56. Yes, the 56. I prefer the burgundy one that we just seen. It's a beautiful car, but so is this. This makes my heart go pitter-pat, and I'm not a Ford guy, and I adore these cars. They're just so beautiful. And then Continental, convertible, 4-door, suicide door. And so that's our Lincoln building. More soon. We're going into the steam barn. This is where I hit my prime. It's a Holly motorcycle. Holly Motor Company. I don't know. Wow, the carburetor manufacturer made a motorcycle. That is so cool. That's a Holly. There you go, Holly guys. (1902) Holly. Yes, that Holly. Legendary for their carburetors. They made a motorcycle. That's crazy. That's cool. Never seen that before. So we're in the steam room, and this is where the Dougster really is in his prime. I love steam cars. Wow. How about those Holly carburetors? Guys, that is cool. That is cool. I have not seen that before. Oh, look at the lubester. That's cool. There's tracks buried in the floor. And the beautiful thing about the Gillmore is there's a lot of old barns that they've dismantled and rebuilt here. And this is one of them. These beams are all one piece, and look how far they go up. And they actually taper because it's a real whole, probably a whole tree that got hewn for that log, and then that one, and then that one. Yeah, I love this room, and I love all the cars that are in it. 1916 Locomobile. Loco. A Ford. 1909 Roush and Lang, 1915. And just absolutely beautiful cars. It's old service equipment, tool shadow boards, lubesters. 1913 Michigan. And we're headed out of the horseless carriage out into the light. So we're now out in the main area in the middle, but we got more to go through. We're just in here. We're gonna go up into this barn. We'll look at the Cadillac building in a little bit. Who ran amok in Kent? Lately he's been over here on Mayflower. You better stay away from him. He'll rip your lungs out, Jim. I'd like to meet his tailor. More soon. This is just visitors. These aren't actually the show bikes. These are just people coming on bikes. It's a big deal. Biggest motorcycle show of the year for me. Mid-Ohio and Wasion are pretty big, but never been there yet. We'll check them out. And now we're inside the barn. Just absolutely beautiful cars. 1948 Crosley. That's a very small car. Look at the 49 Kaiser. And it's not pink, it's coral. I guess the gentleman who owns it is very insistent. It's not pink, it's coral. It's 1940 Ford. Oh, isn't this beautiful? 1942 DeSoto. Willie's Jeep. 1940 American Bantam. Bantam, always small. Like the Bantam Rooster. 1947 DeSoto. Ready for vacation. Let's go to Sheboygan, Michigan. 1948 Ford. And we're going to go upstairs into the hayloft. We're in the basement of the barn. Now, if this isn't cool, y'all, I don't know what is. Look at the lights. Those alone are cool. Nonetheless, the cars inside. So, big tip of the hat to the Gillmores for saving. What an awesome looking barn. Imagine that thing packed to the roof with hay. 1920 Page. Michigan 18. License plates are special because of, see how the mesh is squished down in the middle, and the rivets on the pewter seal in the upper left corner have barrel rivets instead of regular spread rivets. Only in 1918. 1918 Chevrolet, 1921 Ford, 1921 Romer, 1932 Hanley Knight, 1923 Barley, 1917 Mercer. It's a definitely interesting color. Caramel cake? What else would you call it? I love the burgundy and the black with the white pinstripe. It looks so good on this car. 1926 Buick. David Buick. Test track at Dodge Brothers. It's a wooden board track. Now that is cool. See the hill in the upper left corner where they've come enter in? Wow, that is cool. That is really cool. More soon. We're leaving the barn now. Back out into the showground. We're gonna take a left. Now that's the show field. Not very many Harleys come here. A lot of Japanese, a lot of English, a little Harley, but not much. Always something neat to see here. We'll touch base on that in a minute. We still have that barn, that barn, that barn, and that barn to go through. But first, I'm going to take you into my favorite building, the Pierce Arrow building. More soon. Here we are in the Pierce Arrow building. The three P's of the era were Pierce, Arrow, Packard, and Peerless. You had one of those, you were good. Pierce Arrow started making wooden rim bicycles. And of course, they got into motorcycles. And then they started making cars with their very distinctive archer hood ornament, Pierce Arrow, of course. Very elegant cars. For a little while here on display was the president of Alcoa's Pierce Arrow that was completely made of aluminum. Well, the bodies are made of aluminum anyway, and then Alcoa supplied them. So the president of Alcoa got a completely aluminum car right down to its wheels. They were machined aluminum, and the car was clear. It was lacquered. It was a 20s car, and it was lacquered, and then the lacquer yellowed. So the car looks gold today, but it is as raw as it can be, aluminum car body, no paint, other than the lacquer. That covered wagon's so cool. Yes, I could spend my whole day right here. I just adore the Pierce Arrows. And there's a limousine. You know, if you owned, and then later Pierce Arrow engines were a favorite for boaters. So that's what that was for. That came out of a boat. All right, that's Pierce Arrow building. More soon. It's just too good to not just walk in without showing you the outside of it first. This is the Cadillac building. And it is just as good on the outside as the inside. Let's get in there, shall we? Oh, check out the street van. Ducks are approved. 1941 Cadillac. Oh yes, the fins on the Coupe de Ville. 10 foot of quarter panel. Imagine the die that stamped that. Big, beautiful cars. 1933 Cadillac. This Eldorado is a 76 and is owned by a friend of the family. In 76, you had to meet criteria, and then they had 2 Eldorados for every state, 2 for Michigan, so there was 100 cars total, and you had to meet all of the criteria to win one of these cars. These were special, and his father's dealership won this car, and he gave it to his son. It has like 1,100 miles on it. It is special, very special. Beautiful limousine. Ooh, engines. Cutaway limousine driveline. 8. Oh yeah. Cutaway engine. Who doesn't love those? All right. Alante. All right, more soon. They even have a service bay. Look at the Sun 1120. Does that look familiar? Yeah. Garage door. lubrifier, battery rack. Oh yeah, isn't that good? Sun product. Love the Sun stuff. All right, more soon. Look at the uniform. That's the Goldwing Dougster wants. That's the colors. Go blue, baby. Show's kind of letting out. Thought he'd run through the show field. Awards were already given away. All right, let's go see Freckle and what's happening at the booth. And I was just in time to help tear down. Great show, nonetheless. Glad I could bring you with me. Went for a walk, went picking, didn't see anything. So, still got some good stuff as you already seen. So, check out more content right here on Wolverine Garage. Bye, everyone.